Here we go, my review on the movie Gorge that came out on Apple TV because someone recommended me, which wasn't too bad. It was actually really good. I actually really enjoyed most of it, except for the final act where it really fell off. Well, not fell off, but by the way, you like the poster that I put right here? It used to be on the other side of my room. Now I put it here because I didn't have anything left, and now I just gotta fill that space and that space. Anyways, I think I gave it I think I would give it like a 7 out of 10 because I really like the beginning and I love the whole Hollow Men thing, like the Gorge stuff. And I do really like the romance, but the final third act was just too rushed, I guess, because it's about there's this gorge and it's cursed, or there's this gorge. One person is on one side of the gorge and like a sniper outpost, and there's someone else on the other side of the gorge in the deepest part, I guess. And they're from two different countries, two different sides of the world, east and west. So one guy's ex-marine who turned mercenary, and the other was a lady. I don't remember. I was playing Black Ops 3 Zombies. I was grinding those zombies while watching movies. So I'm uploading that too. So if you see in the footage me doing weird stuff or me pausing, that's me looking over at the movie because I was watching it at the same time. So yeah, there's two snipers, one male, one female. They start the one. There was rules to you're not allowed to talk to the other person on the other side, and there was already a marine station there, and he was like, "Yeah, we're switching ships." But they break their rule. They start communicating with signs, like some Taylor Swift shit. I think that was in one of her music videos. I don't remember. I feel like that's a thing. Like giant notebook and write with a big sharpie. Like, hey, how's it going? And then they start doing that for a bit, and then the hollow live creatures, which is this weird zombie fungus mutant thing. Man, I was horrible at describing that. Think of it like a zombie, but fungus, more fungusy than something from The Last of Us. They so God, I'm doing horrible at this. I'm really bad at describing this movie, which I just watched 2 hours ago. Anyways, I just really liked it. I really liked the romance. I did not realize, because I'm looking at Google. It's a science fiction romance action film, which explains a lot. But they do at one point in the movie fall into the gorge and have to, get out and survive, which they managed to do. They learned that the people who hired them were a secret company that was doing research, blah blah blah. It was a man-made accident. There's a nuclear device, but they don't want to use it because they want to do research. They find out, they rig it, blah blah blah. You know how that whole spiel goes. And that was the second act of the movie. In the third act, for some reason, the head of the company, the big boss lady, the big lady CEO, went to the gorge and just. I've been looking at my thing. I'm trying to look more at the webcam because I think that's better. I think that's better. So she decided to go to the sniper outpost herself with men for some reason, even though it's there was no reason for her to go. She knew the sniper was betraying her, the ex-marine sniper that was stationed there. She knew he was lying to her, but there was no merit for her to go. It was just one dude. She didn't need to go, and she got caught up in the blast, died. And then there was a weird thing where you weren't sure if he survived or not. And I don't fuck. I'm really bad at this, man. The ending, the ending was just really rushed. Her being there, and then at the end, them supposing to meet somewhere, but then he's not there. And so the lady left that area, went to work, and then He showed up at at a restaurant she worked at. It was like, hey, how's it going? And then like there was no explanation why, because it was like there was a time gap between when they destroyed the gorge and then to when they met up again to live happily ever after. There was a time gap. I don't remember how long, but there was a gap. I don't. They never said why. Apparently, he was like on mission, and he was like, "Hey, I beat your score for longest shot took." It was just the ending really fell off. Like the rest of the movie was really good. The soundtrack, bang. Sorry about that. My mom had to talk to me about something, and now I completely lost what I was talking about, where I was at. God damn it. Um. So it was the ending, how it kind of fell flat, even though everything else was good. The soundtrack was a banger. Like I loved it. I love the music they used. Any scene with the sound was done so very well. Like parts of it were like deafened, or they used the sound to indicate. Because like at one point the male sniper screamed "run," but like he was on the other side of the gorge, so they used like a guitar riff, I think, something like that. They used like a riff of some kind, so you didn't hear him yell riff, but you know the mouth says it all. You know, he mouthed the word. Let's see, directed by Scott. He did Sinister and the Black Phone and Doctor Strange. What? No wonder I liked this movie. Oh wait, it was written by Zach Dean. The Tomorrow War, Faxes, and The Gorge, and Deadfall. I've only seen two of those. Well, actually, not three of those, and I like two out of three. I did not like Fast X at all. Man, what happened to Fast 11? I thought it was supposed to come out the year after Fast X. Oh well, whatever. Let's see. Levi was the male sniper, and then who was the female? What was her name? Drassa. So reading the Wikipedia, like the plot, it definitely makes it like wow. Okay, so they definitely missed some points here, or maybe because like I was playing Garage and Drac, so I was a little distracted, so I didn't see everything. So Levi suffered from PTSD, which they did talk about and such, but Erica, no, Drassa, Drassa, she apparently her terminally ill father had plans to die on suicide on Valentine's Day, which explains a point in the movie where she started crying, and I didn't know why. I thought, man, that's a weird thing. It's making her like soften up. They're like, wow, that actually explains a crucial detail. I definitely missed that on. I definitely because that was like in the first 15 minutes. Whoopsies. Yeah, the Hollow Men. That's what the weird fungus zombie that were alive still that are conscience. Like the Flood. If you play Halo, like the Flood, that's exactly what they look like, but more planty. Da, 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 da. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get to the ending to see what exactly. Bannon, like even even the like the there's like 8 paragraphs to the description of the plot, and only the last two are about the third act. So that tells you how flat it fell. Like that ending needed to be worked on more. Outgunned, Army Jones, blah blah. There's destroyed. It just says sometime later. There's no frame of reference. Okay. I don't know how long it's been. And apparently it says who was delayed by injury, which does make sense because when they set off the nuke, he was like running, he was huffing and puffing, and then like shockwave like blew him into like a waterfall, and then it went to black, and then she was. It's like JoJo Part Two. It's like JoJo Part Two when everyone thought Joseph was dead, and then he's like shows up like, man, why are we here at this funeral? What the? That's my gravestone. What the fuck? That's exactly what it is. Oh my god, this is a JoJo reference. Holy shit, this whole movie is a one big old. Let's see, Zach Dean. Did he have anything to do with uh, JoJo? No. Damn. Man, he has very few new movies under his name. Deadfall. Never seen. 24 Hours to Live. What? So Tomorrow War I did like, although once again the ending kind of fell flat. Well, it didn't fall flat, but like it was a very long movie. Fast X, that sucked, except for the Jason Momoa. Let's see, the director. Da, 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 da. Urban Legends, no idea. Hellraiser Inferno, haven't seen that one. Land of Plenty. The Exorcism of Emily Rose, that sounds familiar. Sinister, I recognize that one. 2012 Sinister, Devil's Not, Deliver Us from Evil. Man, I don't know any of these. Sinister 2, Doctor. It's so weird, like horror, Marvel. Such a weird. Although, I mean, he blew out of the park with Doctor Strange, so I guess it makes sense because a lot of these horror movies have to do with like demons and shit. So he should have done Doctor Strange too. Fuck. Oh, he was a producer for. Oh, well, he was a producer. That doesn't mean he. Oh, oh. Anyways, yeah. That I. This is a horrendous review, but man, screw it. So yeah, Gorge. 7 out of 10. I would rewatch it, but I'll probably only watch the first two acts. I would not. I would probably not finish that final act because, damn it, it fell flat. But yeah, that'll do it. See you later.